and yes.
Powered by Element X, the Mobius chair was a technological wonder that changed DC Comics forever. The throne-like chair was equipped with Mobius technology that enabled its user to perform a wide range of functions, ranging from something as simple as just storing knowledge to something as profound as even crossing the source wall at the end of the universe. Clearly, there's nothing beyond the scope of the Mobius chair, and today we'll explore this powerful tool and tell you all about its history and powers. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Who is the owner of the Mobius chair? A brief history of Mobius chair and its creator. On New Earth, the Mobius chair was the brainchild of the Metron, who essentially created a tool that changed the course of DC Comics. Metron was unquestionably one of the most powerful beings in the universe, and he even possessed godlike powers that made him quite an invulnerable force. Metron used the Mobius chair to travel across space and time, acquiring knowledge and even protect himself by casting a force field around him, among other things. The chair could also hold the weight of numerous planets behind it, and it used tractor beams to pull planets from their orbit and carry them. Metron was also quite a powerful entity, even without the chair, and he was known for many famous inventions, out of which his most notable work was the boom tube technology. This technology enabled the new gods to teleport from one place to another without any trouble. Metron eventually traded his boom tube technology with Darkseid to ensure more Element X to power the Mobius chair. By doing this, Metron essentially handed over the boom tube technology to Apocalypse, which helped Darkseid lead his nation into a war against New Genesis. However, the Prime Earth version of the Mobius chair was created by Anti-Monitor and then passed down to Metron, since he was on a similar mission to search for knowledge across time and space. While Anti-Monitor created the Mobius chair, it's primarily seen in possession of Metron as he uses it on his quest for knowledge. In this version, Batman soon took the chair away from Metron, and it eventually ended up in the hands of Owlman after the Darkseid War. Finally, Owlman traveled to the moon and even took a sentient virus named Grid with him by fitting him inside the chair. During this time, Metron also traveled to the moon, and they all ended up face to face with a mysterious entity who killed all of them. The Mobius chair was then left vacant for a long time until it finally helped Wally West understand the events of Flashpoint during his journey across the multiverse. What are the true powers of the Mobius chair? The Mobius chair was a potent tool that gave its user a lot of special powers, and it was predominantly used to travel and teleport across space and time. It could cross interdimensional barriers, and some of its powers were similar to that of the sentient computers known as mother boxes. The Mobius chair was a device that allowed its user to achieve a near omniscient understanding of the universe. It stored the knowledge of the new gods, as well as a lot of information about every single place that Metron had visited while using the chair. The chair also had the ability to teleport through any dimension in a moment, and it even demonstrated the ability to fly across space. The chair enabled its user to survive in harsh environments, including extreme weather conditions, and even in the vacuum of space. It further had a force field around it that protected its user from any external attack. The force field was so powerful that it could even repel metahumans, preventing them from phasing too close to the chair. The Mobius chair could also create holograms to distract enemies or share information with anyone in front of it. It even had a powerful tractor beam, as mentioned before. However, the chair did not allow anyone to wield its power. It was a sentient tool that decided who was worthy enough to use it. When someone unworthy decided to sit on the chair, its forces would overwhelm and kill the user. Eventually, the chair was imbued with Dr. Manhattan's powers, making it an even more powerful tool. After this story arc, allowing the chair's user to look into the past, present, and future simultaneously. Besides this, the chair also had cosmic awareness, which is the ability to perceive the universe at a cosmic level. It also had precognition and retrocognition, which allowed the user to have visions about the past and the future as well. How did the Mobius chair reveal Joker's greatest secret? The Mobius chair appeared in the Justice League Comics issue 50, wherein Batman was seen sitting on the Mobius chair. The Justice League was facing a threat in the form of Darkseid's daughter, Grail, and Batman then used the Mobius chair's knowledge to tell Grail that she had become intoxicated with power just like her father. As the story continued, the Mobius chair answered Batman's questions regarding the Joker's secret, as this question had been plaguing him for a long time. The Mobius chair told him that there were not one, but 3 Jokers, and Batman never expected that there would be more than one Joker. While the Mobius chair gave insight into a problem that had plagued the Dark Knight for many years, the comic did not reveal exactly how the chair worked. This mystery was finally resolved in the Mr. Miracle comics, wherein Mr. Miracle, aka Shiloh Norman, embarked on a quest to understand more about his participation in the past, present, and future. He went on a journey with Orion and Oberon, wherein Oberon brought him to a prototype of the Mobius chair, but Oberon told him that it was gone then. However, Shiloh remembered using the chair, and Oberon even told him that the prototype was a multi-dimensional locomotive vehicle that could travel through space and time. He further told Shiloh that he had used it before and even asked him to go on and use the chair in order to perceive the universe on a cosmic level and resolve all the queries. Oberon even explained the workings of the chair by using the metaphor of a donut. He stated that the Omniverse could be compared to a donut, which appeared as a regular object from the outside, but had several crevices and compartments on the inside. However, all these crevices and compartments came together to form a complete whole, and they were all interlocked with each other, even if they might be all distinct. In this way, every layer of the donut consisted of numerous pieces that didn't perceive the donut as a whole. However, these pieces combined and formed a donut, even if their perspectives prevented them from realizing this. In this manner, the Mobius chair allowed the user to perceive reality as a whole and see every single part of the universe at once without being restricted to their own realities and perspectives. Batman also learned about the Joker's dark secret after finally gaining the ability to perceive all these layers of reality and connect them to get an answer to his questions. Did the Mobius chair change Flash permanently? In the 786th issue of the Flash comics, Wally West, aka Flash, and the rest of the Flash family fought against a team of villains. One of them was Clarion, the Witch Boy, who revealed that the Flash knew much more about the future than he was letting on. During his face-off, Clarion asked Flash about his time using the Mobius chair and if he had told the Flash family about his experience. He further cautioned the Flash about how he knew about the Great Darkness and everything that was about to go down with Hyper Time. While the Flash pretended not to know what Clarion was talking about, the Witch Boy continued to provoke him and even told him that he knew how easily everything could be fractured. It seemed that Wally's time in the Mobius chair might have changed him permanently and even burdened him with information about the future. The Flash first used the chair after the Heroes in Crisis story arc, when he had been a part of a mission that caused the accidental deaths of many heroes. The Flash then set out on a journey of redemption across the multiverse and even saved his kids from a bad future. He could only achieve all this because he sat on the Mobius chair, which allowed him to access the chair's unlimited knowledge and see reality for what it really was. The Flash even became near omnipotent and learned so much about reality that he went as far as to take it upon himself to fix everything that was wrong with reality. He had come across the chair after Dr. Manhattan had also unleashed his energy upon it and helped it become an even more powerful tool. While other Justice League members such as Batman also used the chair in the past, Wally's time on the Mobius chair had a more severe impact because it was fused with Dr. Manhattan's energy. When Clarion revealed that the Flash seemed to be aware of the Great Darkness and the Hypertime crisis set in the future, we finally learned just how much the Flash had learned from his time in the chair. Furthermore, the Flash tried to hide the information from the Flash family and even pretended not to know what Clarion was talking about. All of these things further pointed to the fact that the Flash was still shaken up from his time on the Mobius chair and that his view of reality had been dramatically affected by it. He had undoubtedly been hiding a lot from everyone and was aware of what the future held for them, even if he no longer sat on the chair. How the Mobius chair impacted the DC universe. The Mobius chair was created to aid Metron in his quest for knowledge, and it certainly played a huge role in altering characters as we know them. A great example of this is Flash, whose entire view of reality changed ever since he sat on the Mobius chair. Besides impacting the characters, the Mobius chair also had the ability to alter realities and open up a whole realm of possibilities for upcoming story arcs and future timelines in the DC universe. To sum it up, the Mobius chair had an extremely powerful device that had aided numerous powerful entities in their quest for knowledge and power. It's a tool that holds a lot of value in the DC universe, and we can't wait to see how it may show up again in future story arcs. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good one, and be safe. Thanks, everyone.